5 reasons to choose LANAP over traditional archaic periodontal disease. Well, you would want to choose LANAP if you don't want to have postoperative discomfort, if you don't want to have pain for a week after having treatment done. So I'm going to say that 99.9% people are going to want to choose a less invasive, more effective, less painful procedure. There's probably one guy out in Cleveland who wants to do it the old way, but we're not going to worry about him. Well, LANAP therapy compared to traditional periodontal surgery, and there are a lot of periodontal offices that are still doing traditional periodontal surgery, is far more effective, it's far more efficient, and it's way more patient friendly in terms of discomfort. We have patients who have the therapy and they can compare it to surgery they may have had back 10, 20 years ago, and they say it's completely less painful. When we brought the LANAP protocol into our practice back in 2010, we were the first periodontists in Connecticut to offer this. And we started offering it to a very small subset of our patients, and we've got such tremendous results that now it's the great majority of patients choose to have this type of therapy for treating their issues. We also have a track record in being able to follow these patients up to see that this is going to work. We're going to see you every 3 months for the first year or 2 or 5 or 10, and we still see these great results lasting long term. When we first discovered LANAP, it was totally different from conventional therapy. It was sort of like a leap of faith. And the one main reason why I got into this is because they would guarantee the results. And they said, listen, if you don't see the results we're looking for in 6 months, you just return that laser, we'll give you all your money back. By the end of 3 months, they couldn't pry that laser away from me because it was so awesome. In fact, a couple of years later, we wound up buying a second one. And then a few years later, we wound up buying a third one for my associate to be able to use because it's so effective. So this is just a true game changer. It just completely changed the scope of my practice, my ability to help patients. Part of the LANAP protocol is treating the infection in such a way that you're leaving healthy tissue intact. And this healthy tissue can now repair itself. Gum disease becomes a problem when the bacteria actually makes your body's defenses kind of turn on itself and erode the bone supporting the bone supporting the tooth. Once we get rid of that infection, but we leave a healthy structure intact, now we can flip the script and we go from a destructive process to a reconstructive process, and we actually get the regeneration of the bone. And this is the only known laser treatment which has FDA approval for true regeneration. Now, true regeneration is not just a reduction of the pockets or making the bone look nice on the x-ray. It's a histological bone, cementum, and ligament regeneration of the bone which has been lost to periodontal disease. Compared to most offices, we have a very unique practice. Patients come in when they first meet us, they get a tour of the office, and they're going to be put in one of our dedicated treatment suites. All of our treatment suites are themed. So instead of saying you're going to treatment suite number 1 or 2 or 3, you're going to Vermont or Italy or Hawaii, or depending on how we like it. And they all have beautiful mural type pictures on the walls. You'll see right now I'm sitting in our waiting room, or excuse me, our reception area, and we have a color motif in the background. It's called a textured artistic finish, I think is what the artist calls it. And it's just nice, calming. And this is the whole concept of our whole office is this nice, calming demeanor, clean, fresh, everything, all the paint, furniture, everything's all new, and it makes people feel at home. It's also our demeanor. We have a great team here. Our team is our greatest strength. We have the technology, we have the equipment, we have the space, but we also have the team, and the team is what makes it for our patients as well. We have the doctors. Well, we just hired a third doctor here, and everybody has compassion. Everybody knows that the patient's comfort, that is our number one priority, is getting a great result, keeping them comfortable, and getting great results with it being no big deal to them. We're looking at better results. We're looking at much more patient comfort not only during the initial recovery, but the teeth are going to tighten up and have reduced inflammation in a much shorter period of time. And we're probably going to wind up saving some money in the long run compared to traditional therapy, which may need to be redone multiple times down the line because of its long acting effects. We actually have a large number of patients who seek us out once they realize they have some periodontal issues, and they've seen other periodontists and they've been quoted some surgical therapy and cost factors, and they have sought us out to see as a second opinion, and they wind up having the therapy and they've been very satisfied with their decision.